I was born on February 20, 2002 in Mexico City. With only 2 months, my parents decided to travel with me and my siblings, and that would be the first of many adventures next to them. In the year 2008, I moved to Morelia. In 2010, I began to take art classes. There, I discovered my appreciation and passion for art in all its forms. In the year 2013, I began to play the violin. In 2014, I entered to junior high, and at that time, I began to try new languages, one of my future favorite hobbies. In 2017, too many things happened in my life and changed it completely. I began to take bass classes and I entered to Prepa Tech. Along this semester, I have used critical thinking for all my subjects, especially for complex and big works like in Conflict and Reconstruction of the Contemporary Society. My partner and I had to interview a person that lived during the 60s. For this particular project, we had specific questions, but the person which I interviewed did not answer the questions precisely and sometimes contributed with irrelevant information. As part of our job was to use critical thinking in order to solve the problem by gathering the relevant information and making it accurate. Another occasion in which I used my critical thinking was in Health and Society's homeworks, especially the health plans. As we all know, the internet is full of ambiguous and sometimes fake information, so I use it to evaluate, analyze, and gather the accurate one. And finally, I had to use my critical thinking to do, in my opinion, one of the largest homeworks from digital expression. The information found in the internet was really ambiguous and imprecise, so again, we had to use our critical thinking to find, select, and use the correct information. My emotional management is another aspect that I have worked throughout these months. During Semana Saludable, I had to write something positive and dedicate it to someone, and then took a picture with my best friends and upload it to Facebook. Another activity was to write on a website positive things about everyone from the multicultural group. Also, there was a document in which we had to write strategies to feel better, stay calm, and analyze different situations. And at the beginning of the class, we recorded our feelings in the app Ruler to make us feel better and have a track of our feelings. In order to understand and learn what is being explained during classes, I use my executive brain functions, which consist on attention, which I use it to have my full concentration on classes, memory, which I use it to study for all my exams and quizzes, decision making, which I use it every time I need to choose between studying, doing homeworks, or activities, and finally reasoning, which I use it to do several works like history and habilidades del pensamiento. In my daily life, I use Richard Paul's model by analyzing and solving problems by inferring. For writing works, analyzing information from works and homeworks, and taking into account other people's point of views. As a conclusion, critical thinking is something really important to have in order to analyze correctly and the best way possible situations, problems, and information. It allows us to have an open mind, leave aside prejudices, and give us a widespread view and opinion of the world. And finally, it allows us to give precise solutions for complex problems and have an effective communication of them. I would like to thank my teachers for giving their time and support, to my parents for always being there for me, and my friends for being next to me in the good times and the bad times.